Do you know what today is?
Uh, Halloween first.
That too, also.
What
Do you
else?
know, oh, today marks the 1 year anniversary of me getting arrested in a hurricane. Let's go!
Ooh. I was just thinking about that actually. Like yesterday, I was like, this is around that time of year.
Yeah, I'm going to work and I get a text from Jen and she's like, I'm running late today. I'll explain when I get there, which is cool.
Ooh,
That's always a fun text to get.
yeah.
Actually, I'll send you the pictures. She comes in with the biggest grin on her face
Hmm.
and she hands me a package of cupcakes with 1 year de anniversary detainment written on them. She
Uh,
went to the grocery store and bought cupcakes and frosting so she could handwrite on them
right. Well,
happy
yeah,
anniversary.
she's
And
just
she
not
was
gonna order that. Like, and can you write
no,
happy 1 year of detainment? Like, yeah. You obviously have some
no,
manners.
it's got the wrong vibe. Um,
Wow.
isn't that the greatest thing you've ever seen?
That's awesome. That's so incredible.
I laughed for
I'm
hours.
back on Jen's
Um,
side, actually. She was a traitor, but now she's funny again.
yeah, yeah. She has a way of doing that. She's yo-yoing you back in. She intentionally picked out red because she wanted it to look like blood because she thought I'd like that.
Yeah.
She's
And
like,
she
because you
was
were on your
right.
period. I
So,
was like,
yeah.
damn right. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. The best
She's
thing
like,
about it was
you remember, you were on your period. You're like, I know that. I remember that.
a very important part of the story.
You
It
remember,
was
you were
perfect,
wearing
dude.
a skirt and they made you sit on the wet, cold ground.
Do you remember the puddle? Do you remember the puddle? Yeah, surely you remember the puddle.
Everyone remembers the puddle. Wow.
I couldn't believe it. I had forgotten about it completely. I have been because I've been talking about it for months now. Like October 1st is the day I'm gonna bring in treats. October 1st. I'm gonna send out a big email. It's gonna be like a big celebration. And I spaced. I completely forgot. I don't pay attention to time anymore, I guess.
Yeah.
But until she gave me the cupcakes, I had no idea what day it was. And so then I was like, oh my gosh, well, I gotta get donuts for everybody. So I ran down, I bought some donuts. And then I sent out a mass email to everybody in the office, intentionally vague, so that they would come and ask me about it. I was like, happy 1 year anniversary to the worst day of my life so far.
Nice.
And then later in the day too, my our deputy scheduler Paige, she's a buddy. She sent out an email for a drill coming up in about 2 weeks, and she came up before she sent it. She's like, I don't want you to get triggered. I don't want this to be upsetting for you. Just brace yourself. The email you're about to get is going to be like a lot for you. And it was just about the drill, but it made me laugh. And then I emailed back. I was like, and are the puddles going to be provided or should like I bring my own puddle? And she said, oh, it says later on that it's BYOP.
That's so
I
good.
thought I was gonna die.
But this time,
Oh,
funny. Not
yeah.
like before.
When I was like, I'm going to die either from me killing myself or
Hmm.
from murder because I'm killing everybody around me.
Yeah. I'm from
Yeah.
Murder Suicide England. That was gonna be you. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was
Wow.
contrary to, as opposed to last year. Today was a lot of fun
Yeah.
because I got cupcakes and donuts, and I had a breakfast burrito for dinner. So I'm doing really, really good.
Oh, that's so amazing. And well, no, I don't remember if we kept this in the last video, but you remember how you made a March Madness bracket of your worst days at work and that wasn't in the top four? That's
Yeah,
so
I do.
incredible.
Yeah.
Well, happy anniversary. I'm so happy for
Thanks.
you.
Thanks, me too.
Oh,
How's
wow.
your day going?
Pretty good. I didn't have any, I don't think it's the anniversary of anything that I remember. So it's just regular, whatever.
You.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
watched Monster House today also
I
in
watched it
10-minute increments. You
yesterday.
watched it
I
yesterday?
watched it yesterday. I was gonna watch it all the way through, not in 10-minute increments, but then so many things kept coming up. And I was like,
Mhm.
I don't want to talk to you about this. I'm trying to watch Monster House. But that's life. Boom, orange juice, you know?
That's life.
So that's
Yeah.
okay.
Unfortunately, that is the case. That was
Yeah.
the case with me as well. I was
Yeah.
trying to watch it at work. And this is why I didn't want to do a movie that I hadn't seen before because I knew this would happen.
Right, you're like, I
Mm.
won't be able to pay attention.
Yeah, I need it to be a movie that I have seen before and know at least vaguely what's going on so that I can stop every 5 minutes and be like not have to refocus. But
Yeah.
even still, I had to do that. And I'm okay with it because Monster House is funny.
Monster House is funny.
It's a good movie,
Hmm.
and I'm excited to talk about it.
Me too. Yay.
Yay.
Well,
I also thought of the acronym.
oh good. That's so perfect because I feel like a lot of the time when we don't do like an intro, it's because we spend so much time thinking about the acronym and then we're like, finally, that's over with. Let's talk about the movie. So when we have this already prepared, oh gosh, our lives become so much easier. And people know
Yeah.
which is which and what our names are, perhaps. No
Yay.
guarantee, but hey.
Oh, we're real podcasters. We have an intro.
Yeah.
Names.
And it's good. And names too, and they're good.
Yeah, they are some of our favorites. So the acronym is as follows.
Okay.
It is Steve Buscemi,
Hmm.
and
Makes sense to
that's
me.
for the letter S, because it starts with S. Steve. Steve Buscemi. The T I figured could be terrifying
Okay.
because it's a
That's
little,
fair.
it's spookier than you think it's gonna be.
Hmm.
E, I thought explosives,
Yay, explosives!
and then M for I didn't have a better idea for M, so I said marriage.
Marriage. We do marriage quite a bit when we can't think of another M.
Is it marriage or movie?
Yeah. Pretty much our go-to words that start with M over here. Yeah, I get usually it's like easier when there's like a character whose name starts with M,
Mhm.
and then you can just
And
do that.
I mean, I guess the name of the movie starts with M.
Yeah, it's Monster House.
It is.
We could
So
just
I
be
guess we
like
could do
Monster
monster.
House. Steve Buscemi, terrifying explosives, oh, and once again
Monster
Monster
House.
House.
Bookends. We
Yeah,
could do that.
bookends. We can always do that. Well, uh, welcome to welcome to Women in STEM. And we have names. And I remembered earlier that we were like I was like, oh, we have to get back to like actually doing the intro. It's like, welcome to Women in STEM. I'm Whitney. And then I was like, nope, that would be your That's gonna be more confusing.
That's awesome. What if we
So
switched
here's what
identities?
it is. Welcome to Women in STEM. That's Whitney, not me. The yellow one.
Right
Hmm.
here.
Yeah.
That would be the screen grab that I'd use in like a sitcom setting. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me.
Cool.
And that's Olivia. Yep, green. And the glasses?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the one.
And we're watching no, we already talked about it. And you're watching Disney Channel and we're watching Monster House. We used to have like I'll go back and watch some of the first videos that we did. We were like smooth with it. I don't know what happened. Like usually
We're getting worse
you're
and
not
worse.
supposed to get worse.
I've been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is true. And look what's become of us.
I got arrested because of this channel.
Well,
They didn't say that at the time, but I know it's because they wanted me to be silenced,
yeah,
but I
because
won't.
they don't listen to women.
No, they don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we do.
But
And we're
mostly,
real doctors that you can
and
trust,
we are real doctors that you can trust.
etc.
That's a big one. Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And we're
Monster
sponsored
House.
by every possible. thing,
Big Pen.
and especially Big Pen.
It's a
And
Big Pen. Yeah.
we have some pretty like big names in our like production team and like our loyal fan base that we
That's
don't
true.
always talk about, but we have to bring them up occasionally just to show, we're appreciative.
Yep.
And it is Lady Gaga and Rhett and Link.
Hi, Gagita. I think it's also important to shout out our manager. Shout out to Jude.
Of course, hello.
He is the reason that we're where we are today.
He's the reason any of us are even alive. And the fact
That's
that you
true.
don't
And not a
know
lot of
it
people know that.
just shows how good he really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just flying under the radar. Probably watching you right now. Not Olivia. You, watcher.
hmm
hmm
You, and then we like say somebody's name specifically.
And you're at this address? Jersey
Interesting.
Coast. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what else we know. Pray
We
you never
can't
find out.
say. Man.
Yeah, so this is our podcast, and we talk about movies, and
And
the movie that
sometimes
we're talking
others.
about, but very rarely.
Very rarely. Usually we're like
Yeah,
right on, we're just talking about movie.
Mhm.
We never talk about politics and we never complain about anything. So there you
We're
have
not
it.
big on complaining.
No, and we're not big on tangential conversation. It's like this is our full-time jobs. And so we obviously take it really seriously, and we
Mhm.
never just have like casual friendship moments.
No, and that's the other thing that I wanted to mention,
Mhm.
because we don't say it enough. The friendship between us, everything, like every joke, every supposed tangent, it's all scripted.
It is
We actually
scripted.
don't even like each other behind the scenes.
We have only met in person for the occasional like in-person episode, but
Yeah.
mostly we live on opposite sides of the nation from each other to ensure that we
Mhm.
don't bump into each other when we're not at work.
Yeah. 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 We got to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah.
Oh, so what? Olivia, I'm so sorry. My mom says we're not allowed to laugh or have fun. She says it's too late. And she said we got to respect the anniversary too.
Oh,
So
true. It is a
we gotta be
somber
somber.
occasion. Yeah,
Yeah. So
our bad. And this is why it's important to have, Heidi on the team to kind of keep us in check. I mean, I do think that people watching might think this is really disrespectful, and we don't want to
yeah.
alienate our audience in that way. So,
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
that was
we
good to do.
apologize. It was inappropriate. We'll keep the tone. We'll bring it a little bit. We'll bring it down. Yeah, lying's great.
hmm
But we're not lying when we say how much we love Big Pen and Monster House.
There you go. Yeah. I
We're
was
back.
I was like, okay, nice segue. And then it took a minute.
It was I got caught in a roundabout and I missed the exit, so I had to go around one more
Oh,
time.
uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll happen. So Monster House, I watched it yesterday in the morning because I love a morning movie.
hmm
And I really took like probably I wrote down two things that I wanted to remember. One's from like near the beginning and one is from near the end.
Okay.
And so other than that, I think we can just talk about whatever.
Yay! Which is what we do anyway.
Yay!
Obligatory, you should watch this movie if you haven't seen it.
hmm
Statement, because this was one I had seen it on TV when I was very, very young, and I thought that I had made it up. Because to be perfectly honest, the
Uh,
animation looks a little janky.
it's pretty, it's not very good, some might
Yeah,
say.
yeah. I learned fairly recently that they used stop motion animation. Did you know that?
Oh,
Why?
that is so
Like usually I
interesting.
think stop motion animation, I think like the Polar Express. Terrifying.
Oh, motion capture,
What did I say?
stop motion.
Oh, not that.
I was like Chicken Run?
No, not Jake. I
I was like,
I said I
really?
love lying.
It
I'm
doesn't
lying on
seem
accident.
doesn't seem like that. It seems like something else. Yeah, motion
Yeah.
capture.
Motion
Just
capture.
motion
That's
capture. Isn't
it.
that
That's
freaky?
I don't get it at all. Although I do appreciate that they didn't, it's not Uncanny Valley.
hmm
I appreciate that. I'm glad that they didn't go so far to make them look like
Like,
real people. They still
yeah.
stylized them. They look like cartoon characters. But part of me is like, why'd they go through the effort? If
Right.
you're not doing stop motion animation, motion capture, if you're not doing motion capture and making it look as realistic as possible, then what's the point
Right.
of doing motion capture? So I don't know why they did that.
Me neither. That's just how people made choices in the 2000s.
Yeah, I guess they were just doing anything back then.
Yeah, that's pretty
Um,
true.
I will say, it's not good. The animation's not good, but I love it.
Hmm.
It's real, like it's janky, but that just adds to the character.
Yeah.
Like it just has so much character. It's so weird. It doesn't look like any other movie.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just weird.
so it's so fun. It's so weird. And I love that. Yeah, I do like that they look kind of like cartoony. That really it's so special. The Steve
Yeah.
Buscemi character isn't animated to look like Steve Buscemi. He's animated to look like the evil version of the painter, the toy restorer in Toy Story. Like they have the
Yeah.
same like nose or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the evil version,
you
for
can't
sure.
rush art. That guy. Yeah.
Yeah. From the first good Toy Story movie, which is Toy Story 2.
Yay.
Mhm. I'm a Toy Story 1 hater.
I
It gave us the characters necessary to get to Toy Story 2.
mhm.
That's the only good thing that I can say
Peak.
about it.
And then there's like a million other Toy Story movies because they
Mhm.
always do that. They're like, oh,
They
we
just keep
really
making that.
captured lightning in a bottle. And you know what they say about that? You can just do it over and over.
Let's just throw it all at the wall and see what sticks. And like,
Yeah.
second one, perfect. I loved the third one.
The third one was
It was
good.
perfect.
And
Like
then
a
they
really good
still kept
ending.
going though.
They still are to this day.
They're on like 17
Stop!
something. Stop it! Stop!
Please, I'm begging you. Just
Just
stop
throwing like
me, okay?
$50 million down the drain every 3 years for a new Toy Story movie.
It is
Like,
pretty
come on.
funny. Monster House.
Monster House, that's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about. Oh, we're talking about Steve Buscemi. His character, Mr. Nebuchadnezzar,
Yeah,
wiry, mean, crotchety old man.
yeah.
Get off my lawn! We're introduced to his character with the cutest tiny little girl in the whole wide world riding her trike down the sidewalk and being so happy and excited. And then she accidentally rides onto the lawn of Mr. Nebuchadnezzar's house. And she's immediately like, oh no.
Well, she's immediately, oh no, especially because she gets stuck in the grass. So she can't like
Yeah.
move forward or back. And then Mr. Nevercracker comes out and is like, get out of here. Do you want to get eaten alive? And picks up her trike and tears it apart. And you're like, what a weirdo. But
Yeah.
but pay attention to that.
Yeah.
She can't move out of
That.
the grass and she's gonna get eaten alive. What do you think that is? The movie's just called like Regular House, Nothing to See Here, so there's no way for people to catch on early what the what the story's gonna be.
Would be so freaking funny. Can we make a movie just based around the title? Nothing to see here.
Regular House, Nothing to See Here.
That's so good. Put that, we'll write that down. Somebody write, Jude, you got that?
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I just
just
say,
said those minutes, so she's good.
oh my gosh, I love us. Steve Buscemi it seems like he's usually playing villains in a lot of the things that he's in,
Hmm.
which is a really fun contrast to the fact that he is the nicest person in the whole wide world. Like he's him and Weird Al. I have genuinely hinged all of my hope for humanity on those two individuals. If either of them ever do anything, I don't like the word, but like problematic,
Hmm.
like I think I'll just die of heartbreak. I don't think there's any like Steve Buscemi just seems like such a wonderful person. I don't think he's mean in any way. And if he ever is, then like I don't know, guess I'll die.
Guess I'll die.
He's really good at sounding like a mean, crotchety old person. And
Yeah,
so they keep casting him in roles where he has to be mean and evil.
yeah. And maybe it's fun for him to kind of like play around with stuff that he isn't doing every day.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he's not always
Yeah.
yelling at children and being mean and scary,
Hopefully.
as far as we know.
So I really like him, Mr. Nevercracker. And then we're introduced to our main character, DJ, who's spying on Mr. Nevercracker from across the street
Hmm.
and takes extensive notes and Polaroids of him. It has a running list of all of the things that Mr. Nevercracker has taken
Hmm.
from other people. So we hear him add to the list another trike.
Yeah,
We know he's done this for years. He
does this
must.
all the time. And DJ, you're like, well, every kid needs a hobby, you know? You're like not gonna look too much into it. But his parents are going away for the weekend, which is also
Mhm,
Halloween weekend, Halloween weekend, if you will.
mhm.
And so, which is a weird time, I think, to leave your kid. But
Mhm.
whatever, it's like kind of
Especially for
whatever.
like what, a dental conference? Who's
Yeah.
having a dental conference over Halloween?
Well, nobody goes to the dentist on Halloween because it's bad luck. So that's the day they can all get together. So
Oh,
think
Andy,
about it.
it's all there's a conspiracy.
Hmm. Think about it. Makes sense, doesn't it? They don't want you to know that. Anyway, like they're about to leave, and he's like, "Mom, Mr. Nutcracker took another tricycle," and she's like, "Okay, have a nice time." She's so funny. She's Catherine O'Hara, and
Oh, I just realized
so that's
that today.
awesome. And I love
Yeah.
the the parents are so funny. Like I just this was written in a time where movies were actually written, you know?
Yeah. Mhm.
So they just have this like banter that's so silly and so real. You know?
And
The dad is
pointless.
like, yeah, just pointless, like
Like
random conversation.
affectionately.
The dad is like pretty sarcastic. And there's like they're pulling out to leave and she's like, tell him you love him. He's like, he knows. Tell him you love him. Why won't you tell him? He's like, I tell him all the time. Why do I have to do it
The
right
window
now?
down. Brought the
Just
window
because you're
down. Tell
telling
him
me. She reaches over him and like rolls down his window and it's like, bye. We both
we
love
both
you,
love you.
especially your father. And he's like,
She's like, blow him a kiss. Blow your son a kiss. He's like, he's had enough kisses.
he's had enough kisses.
Love them. Like, there's no real point to that.
Mm-mm.
That it tells you everything you need to know about their personalities and
Yeah,
their family dynamic.
yeah.
Enough, like, you don't
Perfect.
need to
And then you
have
don't see them
DJ.
again till the end of the movie, and that's fine.
No, but like, you don't have DJ say to Chowder, like, man, you know how my mom is so overbearing and she gets on my dad's nerves all the time.
Hmm.
Like, this is showing, not telling. And
Yeah.
it's fine. Like, it's really good. And on top of all of that, as they're pulling out of the driveway, they just run over a child.
That's true. They hit our
Yeah.
introduction to Chowder, the character, is that he is running into their driveway as they're backing out, and he just
With
pops
the
up like
car.
fine, and he like goes up to the window, and they're like, "Chowder, hi," and he's like, "It's
Yeah.
hard to see with the alien mask on." They're like, "And take it off."
I have no patience for him. It's
It's so
awesome.
funny. Which yeah,
It's
tells you a lot
great.
about Chowder too, because these parents who have so much patience for DJ spying on the neighbor are like, "Ugh, Chowder, hi." But then also, like, we don't see Chowder's parents at all in the movie, but we still know who they are because DJ calls Chowder later on in the movie. It's like midnight, and Chowder's like up playing video games and drinking soda, and he's like, "Hey man, what's up? Where are your parents? Oh, my dad's at the pharmacy and my mom's at the movies with her personal trainer. What do you need?" Ha
It's the
ha
first
ha.
line I think where I like laughed out loud. It caught me so off guard.
He's so casual about it.
Oh my gosh. And on top of that, we know a little bit more about the dad too, because later on he calls looking for the one called Chowder. Oh, so he's on the phone talking and he's so polite and respectful. And his dad is clearly like checking in on him and just making sure he's okay.
Mhm.
And then he's like, okay, bye, dad. I love you. And then DJ comes in with main character number three, who we'll get to, and pretend just to seem cool. Kiss my hairy butt, dad.
Yeah,
Ugh. But like, they've got such a good relationship, you know? It's like so
yeah.
sweet.
The real hang up was like, "Love you too. See you later." Like, yeah,
I'll be safe.
yeah,
Bye.
yeah.
Just got to wrangle a
Does seem
monster.
like his dad. really loves and cares about him, but like works odd hours at the pharmacy, so he can't like be there all the time. And it seems like
Yeah.
his mom is kind of neglectful because she'll leave him at home alone to go to the movies with her personal trainer. And we all know what that means. So,
Jude is telling me we need to move on.
mm.
We're losing the audience.
There's a babysitter who's Elizabeth, and she comes with like her pink sweater and her little headband, and she's like, I have
Mhm.
so many fun activities planned. Oh, they're gone already. Oh, really?
Oh
And
my
she has
gosh,
like
okay.
an alternative haircut, and she's wearing like a like rock band t-shirt, and she's like, you know the rules. Go to your room at, I don't know, 9 or 11 or whatever. Lights out whenever you want.
She just changed her name. She goes by Z now.
And he's like, Z, and she's like, yeah. And then he like tries to confront her about, being a bad babysitter or whatever, and she just fully breaks a house plant and is like, DJ, why'd you do that? Who's gonna
Aw.
believe you? You know?
Oh, you're hurting me.
So that's their dynamic. She
Yeah.
has an ancient boyfriend named Bones, and he looks
65?
30 at least. Yeah.
He's ancient. Why'd they make him look so old?
His teeth
How
are
old is he
rotting out of
supposed
his
to be?
head. I do think he's supposed to be problematically older, but probably like he's probably not supposed to be middle-aged, but he does look middle
Yeah,
because they've made his face so sunken.
he did. He
He has no
looks
youthful
ancient.
glow.
No, in my head, it's supposed to be like she's maybe 18, 17, 18, like she's still in high school. Um,
And that's
and
why it's like
he's probably
edgy
like,
for her to hang out with this like older guy.
yeah, he's like 25.
Yeah.
That feels like it's the
And it
dynamic,
seems like
but
what
yeah,
it's
no.
supposed to be, where you're like, oh, he's like a little bit too old, you know?
Hmm.
Like Scott Pilgrim and Knives style.
Yeah,
But this is like if Scott Pilgrim was like a dad, you know what I mean? Like it's just a different, it's too big. They made him
yeah.
look too old and freaky.
Yeah, and they could, why'd they make his hair gray too?
Yeah,
Like they could have made his hair normal color for,
normal color. He could have
yeah,
just
but
had
no, they
like
made him look
goofy
gray.
hair, but he has like straight up dusty hair. Like he came out of the
Yeah,
crypt this morning.
yeah,
And that's why
yeah,
his name is
yeah.
Bones.
Aw, that's
We figured it
perfect.
out. Never
Okay.
mind. Monster House animators, good job. You did
Yeah,
everything
and he
right.
is crusty.
Yeah,
He's crusty.
he's like crusty, musty, dusty, and rusty, like all, you know?
The above.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Yeah,
Nasty.
he's gross and icky also.
Yeah.
That to the
And
list.
he's mean also. I feel like she's like,
Nasty.
she's with him because, oh, he's like older and he has tattoos and he's in a band. Genuinely, she's
Hmm.
his bones, he's in a band. Like, as if that's the coolest thing that a person can do. No idea what he plays or like if their music's any good, but that's like the appeal.
Looking at him, probably
And
not.
he like goes into DJ's room, and I feel like, I mean, I guess I haven't like in the times that I've like babysat for people, I haven't invited my crusty boyfriend over.
Hmm. Because
Um,
you're lame.
yeah, because I'm lame.
Mhm.
I've never dated a man of indeterminate old age who's in a band and brought them to a child's house.
And
I'm
when
so
they said, "Hey,
lame.
let's go up to his room,"
Yeah, so they go up to
thought,
his room,
okay,
which I feel like is like, if I'm the babysitter, maybe the boyfriend's at the house, but he's maybe staying in the living room. He's not going
yeah,
up to the child's bedroom. But he goes
yeah.
up
At
to the
this point,
child's
you've made
bedroom,
several mistakes.
steals his stuffed animal, and like rips it open and takes the stuffing out. And for what? He's just like a
He's a
bad
horrible,
guy.
horrible, nasty little person. And Z, to her credit, like she gets him to stop. She
Hmm.
like they went up there to scare DJ, and that was all she wanted to do. She's like kind of irresponsible, but she's not entirely malicious.
Yeah.
She's not gonna tear apart a child. And I love that like he's got a sweet little stuffed rabbit.
Huh.
He's like love DJ so much. He's a sweetheart.
He's a sweetheart. Yeah. And
Bones,
he like kind of stands up for him, but not really.
yeah, not enough
Yeah.
because he's a cool older boy.
Yeah.
Well, older, like elderly man,
Like older.
but yeah, he feels like I'm rewatching New Girl right now, so he feels like Russell, like old age. You remember his
Yeah.
character? What's his
I know who you're talking about.
Dermot Mulroney or Dylan McDermott?
Say, I think that's the same guy.
Same guy, same one.
Same
Yeah,
guy,
but
same
that one.
name. But
He's ancient.
yeah, which is like in New Girl, it's like an age gap relationship with Jess, who's a grown adult.
Yeah, she's 30.
But this in this movie, it feels like he's the same age, but she, instead of 30, is younger than 20. So it's like this even, it's pretty bad, yeah.
It's yikes. It's gross. Not a fan of him. And he's creepy too. Um,
I just heard Hero crying and then falling over. Hang on.
oh, baby. While she's gone, I'm just gonna say real quick, Florence and the Machine is releasing a new album on October 31st. They have released two songs from the album ahead of time. Mm. I really like them both. So everybody should go and listen to them because they're very good. My favorite one is Everybody Scream. So Bones is creepy and gross, and we don't like him, and he's also
Mhm.
disrespectful to Elizabeth, and she kicks him out actually because of this.
Mhm.
Not before he tells the story of mean old evil Nutcracker stealing his kite when he was a youngin'.
Mhm.
So Nutcracker's
Oh,
been doing
so
this
good.
for decades. He's also voiced by Syndrome from The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's great.
Yay. Awesome.
Um,
Yeah, and you just kind of have to imagine that this was anywhere from like 10 to 100 years ago, and you're not really sure.
yeah.
Yeah, oh
Um,
well.
so he's obviously a little tipsy
Hmm.
and she's had enough of him. So she throws him out and he says, prude. And then he tries to take his anger out on old Mr. Nevercracker. Oh my gosh, wait, I forgot we missed the most important detail. DJ and Chowder lose a ball in Nevercracker's yard. And so they're like, I spent $28 on that ball. I mowed 10 lawns and I asked my mom for a dollar
Like
26
26 times.
times.
And that was one of the two things that I wrote down about this movie. That line is so funny. Like,
So
I paid
good.
$28 for that ball, and you're like, yeah, I mean, ouch. Like, even now, that's like, that's a weighty, that's a hefty sum.
Yeah.
I get it. But then I I mowed 10 yards and I asked my mom for a dollar 26 times. That's hilarious.
So funny. That's so funny.
I paid
That's just awesome.
$28 for that. I had to ask my mom for a dollar 28 times. Like, why not just ask your
Love
mom
it.
for $28?
I
Ask
don't
her to
know.
buy you a ball. Like,
It's so easy. To me, it creates this fun kind of math problem in my head where maybe she didn't give him a dollar 26 times. Maybe he asked for it 26 times.
right. And she was
But
like,
like,
I'll give you the a dollar three times.
yeah. So if X equals 3, then how much did he make from mowing each lawn?
Right.
And then I have to remember I'm not in high school anymore and I don't have to do math word problems.
No, you
I
can
don't.
if you want, but you just don't have to. So it's up
Yeah,
to you.
yeah.
Yay.
Woohoo. So they go over there to get the ball that costs Trevor $28
Yeah.
and DJ gets caught by Nevercracker.
Oh
Nevercracker
no.
takes him and he lifts him up above his head and
And you
he says,
do wonder, how does he have the strength?
he looks like he weighs about 23 pounds.
Right, like however much a skeleton weighs, and then like one more pound for like the
Yeah,
kind of loose
skin.
flesh around his skeleton. And he's
Yeah.
lifting this like 12-year-old kid who's almost his size. And you're like, how is he doing this? But then it turns out consequences. He's like, "Stop!" And then he falls on top of
Mhm.
DJ, and DJ's like, I have killed a man. I'm and Chowder's like, no, you're not. When it's an accident, they call it manslaughter. And he's like, shut up! so
Can I just say I love Chowder so
unhelpful.
much?
Chowder is so funny.
It's the best. This movie rocks, dude. And I love the camera direction too, because like we're with Nevercracker. It looks like this.
Yeah,
It's great. It's awesome.
yeah.
It's really fun.
And that's
This
motion
movie
capture. Think
is
about
not
that.
stop motion. They really killed Steve Buscemi for that.
Yeah, because he's a
They really
dedicated
did.
actor, okay? If I've
He
said it
is.
once, I've said it 100 times.
I
What do I
love
always
Steve
say?
Buscemi. Yeah. So Steve Buscemi is dead. Nevercracker's dead. They take him away in an ambulance. No siren. That's a bad sign. Chowder. Thank
Yeah.
you. So helpful. Mm. So Bones now goes over to Nevercracker's house because he's like, the old man's not here. I can take out my frustration on his house. So I'm gonna tear up the yard. I'm gonna throw my beer bottle at the house. Um, and he's yelling and making a fuss, and then the door opens, and this this doorway. It's almost saying, "Hey, Bones."
The awesome kite. As if we didn't just hear his story 1 minute ago and he like needs to remind us what he's talking about.
I think he needs to remind himself.
Yeah.
Actually, Olivia, it's not really cool that you said dementia is not a joke.
Yeah.
It's-
No, you're right. I'm so sorry.
so yeah, he goes to retrieve the kite, makes it all the way up to the doorway. He grabs the kite. He's yanked inside, and the door slams shut.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Those kids
yeah,
weren't lying. The house really is haunted.
it is. It is. There's a monster in there.
Crazy.
It's haunted by Nebuchadnezzar's ghost because
Obviously,
DJ killed him. And
DJ
as soon
killed
as
him.
DJ killed him, as soon as we see Nebuchadnezzar collapse on the lawn, we see a spark light up in the chimney, in the fireplace, and then the smoke comes up through the chimney. This is important.
Interesting.
Um, yeah, remember that detail. So, um, DJ and Chowder meet and are like, okay. Chowder doesn't believe DJ at first that the house is haunted. Um, by the ghost of Nevercracker. So he goes up to like Ding Dong Ditch, but then the house turns into a giant monster and it tries to eat him with teeth. There's
Ah,
teeth.
no, no,
Yeah,
no, that's so scary.
it's wild. So they have to run away, and now they're monitoring the house, constant surveillance, and that's when they see Jenny. Now, I love a character named Jenny.
Hmm.
You almost never go wrong with a character named Jenny.
That's true. We do meet Jenny earlier because she like knocks on the door and Z
Ah.
opens and is like, "Oh, this is for your fancy prep school. I got kicked out of that school." And Jenny's like trying to sell candy. She's like, "You don't want to be the house that runs out of candy." And then people throw toilet paper at your house, they throw eggs at your house, and Z's like, "I don't even live here, so what's it to me?" And Jenny's like, "All right, fine. Maybe the parents left you $40 in emergency cash." Z says, "Maybe they left 30." And he's like, "Okay,
Hmm.
you give me 20, I'll write you down for 30, you pocket 10." And Z's like, "Only if you'll throw in an extra, you know." So they're doing this like back and forth. So we know that Jenny is like really sweet and smart and whatever, but she also like
She's cutthroat.
has a little edge. She's cutthroat. And so
Yeah,
that's
she's
awesome.
got business acumen out the wazoo.
And so
Hmm.
then the next time we see Jenny is like through the telescope, which is so funny to me because they are across the street.
And just watch.
They can look out the window and see her whole body, but they're like, "Girl." Okay.
Yeah. So it is a movie from the early 2000s. So if there
Yeah.
is a girl character, then the boy characters have to be in love with her.
And they have to go, "Ah, whoop."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is my least favorite part of the movie.
Hmm.
But you know, you gotta take the lumps sometimes.
Yeah, it's fine. And
Yeah, we'll put up
it
with it.
creates this like fun little like rivalry between DJ and Chowder where they're like both trying to be like the cooler guy,
Hmm.
but they're 12 years old and super
Dorky as
nerdy.
hell.
Like, so they
Yeah.
obviously don't know how to do that, which is awesome.
Yeah. Kiss my hairy butt, Dad. DJ, got any beer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, they're very, very funny. And Jenny can't believe so she goes up to Nevercracker's house to try to sell candy at his place. And they run out the house. They're like, no, come back. You can't go in the house. And she says, are you mentally challenged?
Because if
I'm
I'm certified to teach you baseball. That's
it's
crazy.
a wild
It was the
line.
2000s, so they were allowed to say stuff like that.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have been.
Oh man. If so, I'm certified to teach you baseball. Incredible. And they're like, what? No, the house is
You're
haunted.
going to get eaten.
Yeah. And she's like, haha, that's so funny. But then she almost gets eaten. And she's like,
Mm.
oh, uh-oh. So they
Oh
try
my
to
gosh.
hatch all these plans, you know? She calls her mom and she's like, I'm gonna be here for 1 more hour. Funny. And then,
She's also frustrated that her mom didn't believe her that the house tried to eat her.
right.
Um,
What would you expect, Jenny? You didn't believe it either. So,
you were out there throwing like almost slurs around. And she's
Uh,
like, I think it's time we called the police.
yeah, so they call the police and the police show up and obviously don't believe them. And then they're like, "No, really, watch." And they try to like tempt the house into waking up and becoming haunted again, and it doesn't. And Jenny goes, "Smart house." As it's like a clever girl moment.
Yes, totally.
Which is so funny. Anyway, so the police officers, by the way, hilarious. Doesn't he like he shows up at first and is like, "Sorry I'm late, kids. I was in an epic battle with a bear claw."
Eating a donut.
Get it? I was eating a donut.
Oh my gosh, when I say a cab, I do mean it. But if I were to excuse any of them, it would be that guy for that
Yeah.
one joke. But
It's
then he takes that back later.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, no, that's very funny.
Yeah.
Um,
So it's him and his like rookie whose first day it is on the job who's like like he wants to he's a big fan of police brutality, I think. He wants it. He wants to be a part of that.
mhm, yeah.
Hmm. And anyway, the
Um,
kids are like, "Aren't you like calling for backup or something? This is serious." And he's like, "There is no backup. It's us and Judy manning the desk." And they're like, "Ah, the police are so incompetent." Jenny says, "So much for trusting the government." And Chowder goes, "Yeah, I hate the government." Like, because he's so wise.
it's really good. So their next plan is to have Chowder steal hundreds of dollars worth of cough syrup
Hmm.
from his dad's pharmacy.
Hmm.
Hundreds of dollars. Um, Stuff it
Like
into a
bottles.
dummy.
So,
It was a lot of bottles. And then they're gonna feed it to the house and
hmm.
knock out the house with the cough syrup.
Pretty good
Yeah.
plan. So they
To
create a
beat the
dummy
house, you gotta think like a house.
that's like it's wearing like Chowder's clothes, including the the sea creature mask from before that still a little bit has tire marks on it, which is awesome.
Yeah,
They put
it's
it
great.
onto a vacuum cleaner and then they just have a bunch of extension cords to plug it into the house.
Yeah.
To plug it into DJ's house and then bring it onto the lawn of the monster house and then they could be like, "Hey, house," or whatever, and then turn on the vacuum cleaner and it'll like slowly roll forward. And then the
As
house
far
will
as plans go, it's
eat it.
not
It's
bad.
not bad. I mean, it's spur of the moment, and they already know they can't get any help from adults.
Mhm, yeah.
So, and
And
Z's
the
gone
the
because
dummy looks great.
she's like Bones left and never came back. I'm worried. I'm gonna go look for him. And DJ's like, "Why? That guy sucks." But whatever.
Yeah.
None of my
But
business.
he's really excited to have an excuse to get her out of the house so they
Hmm.
can do their plans.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it works out. Um, and I this is is this my favorite part of the movie? It's up there. It's definitely my favorite chowder moment where he's setting up the vacuum and he's like, "This is what I trained you for. I love you, vacuum cleaner dummy." Like he has this whole little speech
Yeah,
prepared
just
for the vacuum
quietly,
cleaner
he like
dummy.
whispers to the little vacuum cleaner
Yeah,
dummy.
this isn't for an audience.
No,
It's
it's
just
like
between
it's
them.
from the heart. And DJ and Jenny are like, "Are you ready?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." He has to go hide.
So funny to me. It kills me. Is he so serious about it? I
Chowder,
can't get over
once
it.
again, is awesome.
He's so funny. Sometimes the like comic relief side character, like the best friend,
Hmm.
sometimes they're a little grating, but like, this dude just gets it. He's so funny to me. It works.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah. This plan unfortunately does not work either because the
No.
cops came back because they were like, "You guys can't like leave this guy alone, leave this house alone. If I catch you near here again, we're gonna throw you up in the slammer." Because ACAB, we all know this.
Yeah,
Sure enough, they circle back around and they're like, "Kids, come on, what are you doing?"
right.
The bear claw cop goes up to the vacuum cleaner dummy, pulls out cough syrup, dips it in, and tastes it, and then he's like,
And then it's like, anyway, hashtag my professionalism.
"He's driving."
He's driving and he's just put three children in the back seat. So it,
Yeah, yeah. That's all there's to it. And then the rookie cop hears something in the house. And so then they're like, they go to investigate, and he's just itching to shoot his gun. He's looking for an excuse. He's also nervous and
yeah.
on edge. And
Hmm.
those two things are a bad combination,
Yes.
just in general. But he gets snatched by a tree. Coughs are up cop. I was gonna say cop, if you will, but you can't really.
Cough, if you will. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he starts running back to the car away from his partner in the tree. He's like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "I'm gonna go get Judy." They both get eaten.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then the kids, because they're locked in the car, the house is like, perfect. Grab them too. They
Grabs
it
grabs
it
the whole
uses the
car.
trees as hands, grabs the car, bites the car fully in half.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And they're
Kids are
like,
not safe.
no, they're straight up gonna die. And they don't even have any cough syrup. Anyway, so now they're inside the house. We get to learn more about the house because they
Yeah.
barely escape death by like one of the windows in the car gets smashed because it's being eaten. And so they
Mhm.
like jump out the back and the house eats the car. And they're like,
And the house doesn't know that they made it out of the car into
hmm.
the interior of the
So
house.
they
It
have to be
thinks
really
they just got
quiet
eaten.
so that the house doesn't know that they're still in there.
Yeah.
Uneaten.
hmm There is an unfortunate moment where so they go into wait, oh my gosh, we forgot another important character. So the reason that they're even trying to get into the house in the first place is because they go to an expert of local
Oh my
paranormal
gosh, they go to
hauntings and
John
such like.
Hader. Uh,
That's right, baby. Napoleon Dynamite is in this movie.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. What do we do? No adults will believe us. And they're like, there's one adult who will believe us. And he like he just plays at the arcade, I guess always. And he's the only person in there.
He's also a pizza delivery guy who's, we find out after this whole interaction, is supposed to be doing a delivery. He sprints out the
He's
door,
like
pizza
playing
box,
the whatever.
vertical.
Yeah, hilarious.
He's the
And
best
I
part
do
of the
think
movie.
he has like a moment where he like moves and then does like a quick turn around. And I do think motion capture was good for that. Because he
Yeah.
moves so John Hader, even though he doesn't look like him.
Yeah,
And
that
so
is
that's
true.
awesome.
Yeah. And then this is the part with the famous like pizza gif where he runs, turns around, runs back, grabs a pizza slice, and then
Mhm.
runs back out the door.
Yeah.
And that's good. This has another one of my favorite moments where they're talking to him.
Sorry.
He's like a comic book supernatural expert. So they're like, Nevercracker's dead. I killed him. Is there any way his blood is on my hands and the house is haunted with his spirit now, maybe? And he's like, yes, actually, that's a very interesting phenomena. The house fuses with the spirit. Bone and brick become one. And then at this moment, he looks at the screen of the video game he's playing, which has, I think, about 8 pixels in it.
Hmm.
And he goes, ah, oh, I don't know why. It's so funny to me. But that's one of the lines that I've remembered my whole entire life is him looking at the video game character spraying just like it's not detailed. There's like 8 pixels on there.
Yeah.
And like he's standing on a battlefield instead of a lone adult in an arcade.
Uh,
I love it so much. It's so funny to me. But he's the expert. So
Whoa.
he's like, to destroy it, you've got to get to the heart of the house
Hmm.
and extinguish the heart. And they're like, oh, well, the heart of the house, the chimney has had smoke coming out of it ever since Nevercracker died. The heart is the furnace. We got to extinguish the furnace.
Hmm.
So they go
So
into the
then they
house.
come up with the plan to put cough syrup in the furnace so that it
Hmm.
will go to sleep and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. We're all caught up. Um, so they are in the house with their water pistols, and Chowder sees a big red dangly thing in the middle of the ceiling and said, that's the heart, shoot it. So they all shoot at the dangly thing, the chandelier. Um, and then something very odd happens. As gurgles and a jet of water shoots out the front door. And they're like,
Hmm. And
what does
Jenny's
that
like,
mean?
huh. Well, I guess like if this is the teeth and the carpet is the tongue, this must be the uvula. And this is the line that I always knew from this movie, having watched it one time as a child. Chowder says, the uvula. So it's a girl house.
I think we should also do Monster House for October
Okay. We
because
should.
that's one of those like weirdly good
Okay, hang on. Monster
kid
House.
horror movies.
I've
Yeah.
watched it several times, and the number one thing I remember of it is when they walk in and there's like that lantern that's moving, and somebody
The
says,
uvula.
"That's the uvula," and then somebody else says, "So it's a girl house." And as a kid, I was like, whatever. And now I'm like, oh, because it sounds like a different word. I understand. Crazy.
So
Uh,
funny.
so funny.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's so funny. And Jenny's like, what? No, it's your
Everybody has a
gag reflex.
uvula.
Everyone has a uvula. And Chowder's like, not me. It sounds so
That's
gross.
gross.
And also, not everybody does have a uvula. For example, sometimes when people get their tonsils removed, they also get the uvula removed.
It
Kind of maybe on accident.
freaks me out.
And then,
It just occurred to me that I have not I haven't consciously checked to see if I have a uvula since I got my tonsils removed.
uh,
You don't please don't keep this in, but will you check?
anyway,
Woo!
um, I know that because Ian's high school girlfriend got her tonsils removed and they took out her uvula. And the band director thought that that was really funny. And so it was like a joke in the band that year. And so she was a drum major in the marching band, and their like parting gift to her, like at the end of marching season, was like a stuffed thing, not a stuffed animal, because it was the shape of a uvula. They like gave her a uvula and everybody signed it.
Cute.
So
It's, it's
those are my fond
ridiculous and
memories.
funny. Also important to remember, Chowders, it's a girl house.
Hmm. Oh, maybe that's a surprise tool that will help us later. Anyway.
Moving on. So they
Hmm.
accidentally get sucked into the middle of the house into the basement, filled with decades of toys and stuff and things that have been looted from other people. There's also a weird like shrine in the middle of
Hmm.
the room. What is this? DJ takes the key that fell from Nevercracker's dead hands earlier, unlocks the gate, and there's a body lying
Encased in
encased in
cement.
concrete.
Just in there. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't like that. Basically. And like, yeah, I mean, what else would you say? I don't like it either.
No, because we've heard a little bit before that there have been rumors that Nebuchadnezzar killed and ate his wife,
Hmm.
but he can't have eaten her because her whole body's under the cement.
Hmm.
But if he murdered her, then why would he build a shrine to her? Which that one, as someone who's seen like every episode of Criminal Minds and a ton of other like true crime stuff,
You're like, that one makes sense.
duh. That's like not even a, it would be like almost weirder if he didn't.
Yeah. It's
But
literally romantic also.
mhm,
Hmm.
yeah, no, he loved her so much he had to, he wanted to protect her from this world. Why are we even talking about Penelope or whatever her name was? Her name is Constance.
Hmm.
Yeah, Constance the Giantess. Mhm.
And she's called that because she's tall and fat, which is a little bit
Yeah.
bad.
Hmm.
But you have to remember, Mr. Nevercracker is like 300 years old. So at the time, it was okay to say stuff like that.
Ancient. Yeah. Yeah. And this movie was made, I saw on IMDb, this movie was made between 1935 and 1989. And I thought that was really funny because you got like,
No, it's not.
why the wide range? What? 1935?
Sometime between the advent of movies and the 1990s, something happened. That's what they're
This
saying right now.
It just occurred to me that they might be saying that the past flashbacks might have happened in
That would make more sense.
that would make more sense.
Because the
Okay.
movie's
I
clearly from the 2000s. Did they have
don't know
motion
exactly.
capture animation in 1935?
No, the
IMDb
movie's set between 1935 and 1989.
still. It would be 89
Yeah.
then. It would be set in
Yeah.
89 and then the flashback is in the 30s.
Yeah, I think that's what they were
Because
trying
he's
to
been
say, but I
married for
think they worded
45
it
years.
wrong for 45 years. Yeah. I think they worded it wrong,
They
and then
worded
I
it in a
probably
way that's
explained it wrong
confusing.
just now.
Yeah,
Probably did a stop motion animation thing again. And I
probably,
was,
yeah. It's just
yeah.
so confusing.
We're never gonna know until I watch this episode back.
Yeah.
So we'll find out then, I guess. I I mean, I don't even know where I was going from there.
I'm talking about how Constance was old enough that it was okay to call her a giantess just because she was fat
Oh
and tall.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's right. So DJ tries to get a closer look, but then he trips and falls nose to nose with Constance's dead concrete body. It
And he was
shatters.
just nose to nose with Mr. Nevercracker's dead body yesterday.
He was.
So he's like,
So it's spooky.
and it's also spooky too.
Why does this keep
Ah,
happening?
I hate it when this happens. Halloween's the worst. I want to be a grown up.
But the concrete shatters, exposing the bones beneath, and then this alerts the house to their presence. So they all start getting snatched,
Uh-oh.
and then they're brought back up to the top floor, and then they're put right on the edge of where the stomach is, and the thousands of like shattering planks and bone, like the garbage disposal of the house.
Yeah.
Essentially. Oh, I was gonna say, there's one shot in this part that I really like too. It's when they're running out of the cage, and then they like look up and see the spotlight from the window that catches them. But then the like we see that it's just the reflection, and we follow the light as it reaches them. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
Hmm.
Yeah, I liked that one. I thought it was neat.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And then through like the twisting pipes of the house, I liked it. I thought it was good. But then they're like all tossed into the pit. Chowder barely hangs on, and then DJ barely hangs on to Chowder, and then Jenny is like, the uvula, I've got this. So she runs up the stairs and she grabs onto the uvula and she starts swinging wildly, and then the carpet grabs her and pulls her down and throws her. She grabs onto DJ, but then the uvula swings back up and it's too late. It's like the gag reflex is nature's exit button,
Hmm.
or nature's emergency exit is what she said. So the house
And I love it, like they get thrown up out of the house, they like land on the sidewalk, like, ugh, and they're all like gross and disgusting. And they're like,
Hmm.
Jenny, how did you do that? And she just says, the uvula is nature's emergency exit. As if she like had that plan the whole time. Like she's like, I do this weekly. And I'm also
She
certified to
might.
teach you baseball. Like, who knows? She just kind of has a mysterious life at the prep
Yeah,
school.
I really like Jenny. Love all
She's
three characters actually, but Jenny's great because she's got this grit. She's no nonsense,
hmm
but she's not stupid. Like she knows both boys are crushing on her, and she
Yeah.
just kind of is annoyed by it and tells them to cut it out when it is interfering.
Yeah.
Like I just think the three of them have a really good dynamic, and I like all three of them individually,
Also.
which is
hmm
to do. So they're thrown up onto the sidewalk, they're soaking wet and gross, and now what are they gonna do? They're like angry and upset and they're gonna quit. And DJ starts walking back over across the street into his house, and then he gets hit by a car.
So
And
funny. You know,
Chowder says,
that's
"At least it's an
two of our main
ambulance."
characters who get hit by a car. Chowder says, at least it's an ambulance. And he's like, what's the ambulance doing here? And who steps out of the ambulance? None other but Mr. Nevercracker, alive with his arm in a sling.
What are you kids doing in my house? Go home. And he
Yeah.
starts pulling back up. And DJ comes up and he runs and grabs Mr. Abercracker's hand. He's like, "I know about Constance." He's like,
What do
"Were
you
you,
know? You don't know anything about that.
were you in my house?"
hmm
And he goes to grab him, but he like
He
he's
can't
so
do it.
weak and frail
He's
that
so
DJ
weak
just
and
kind of
frail because
he
he's a
has to
thousand
hold
years
him
old.
up. He's a
hmm
1,000 years old. And DJ says, it's like he's realizing, he's like, "You didn't kill her, did you?" And he says, "I love her so much. Love
hmm
her. I love her."
Present time.
Yeah.
hmm
And then we get I love this little flashback. I love Neighbor Picker so much. We see she was a circus freak
hmm
because she was tall and fat. So let's go watch it, I guess. But she also has anger issues. So she has her show as Constance the Giantess, but she gets violent with some of the guests, and so she's locked up in a cage. And this is where Nevercracker meets her, and he is clearly he's just enamored with her. He thinks she's the most beautiful thing he's ever seen, and he goes up and talks to her in the little cart, and he says, "I can take you away from here. Do you want that? Do you want me to like? Do you want to go with me?" And she says, "Yes, please take me away." And they go, and he buys a plot of land for them to build a house, and they start building the house together. And I love, first of all, I love Constance that like he he just loves her.
hmm
Like it's her being fat and tall, and the fact that she was like a circus attraction was never is never the butt of a joke ever.
Right. No, no, no. He just like straight up love at first sight. She's like instead of like a giantess in a bad way, like she's a circus freak or whatever, he's like she's like a goddess, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's just enamored with her. He
Yeah.
loves her. And she adores him. It's the sweetest thing in the world because he shows her the plot of land that he just bought, and there's 6 trees on either side of the house, the future house, planted in a perfect row. And he says, "I know it's not much, but it's going to be great. We're going to build a house." And she scoops him up in her arms, and she's like, "It's lovely, darling. I love it." And it's so sweet. They're in the middle of building the house, and it's Halloween, and I love the flashback because I know it didn't actually look like that, but in the flashback it looks like they're the only house in the
In the
middle of the Sahara Desert.
yeah.
Why is there are no other developments, no other construction around them, but then there's also just like two random teenagers
Right.
by their plot. Where did they come from?
Because you know, like the best places to go trick-or-treating are the places where they least expect.
Where there's no house yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
They
got to
always
think
have the
ahead.
good stuff. They have the king sized over there. Yeah,
They
like
have a queen
it's
sized.
clearly the first house in the neighborhood because they're so old. Like they moved here and then later other
8,000.
people started moving into the neighborhood and that's when it became a
Hmm.
problem for Mr. Nevercracker that his house is haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then for some reason there's still kids there and it's Halloween and they go to like egg the unfinished house for some reason and they
They're
see the
throwing,
baby
yeah.
Tess and they're like, freak, whatever. And they're like throwing eggs at her and she
And
gets
she
mad,
goes running up to
obviously,
Nebuchadnezzar,
because she like was just
obviously.
abused in the circus forever.
And yeah, she's gonna be like, she, she already kind of has a temper,
Hmm.
but she's used to going on the offensive immediately.
Hmm.
And she says this, she says, they're hurting my house, so they're hurting me. I'm
Which would
sure
make
means
sense.
nothing. Yeah. So Nevercracker's in the back splitting wood. And part of me is like, Bestie, why are you splitting wood? Nothing to be split right now. You don't have a fireplace.
Mm-mm.
You don't have walls.
Do the
But he
walls
has the
first. Yeah.
do the walls first, yeah.
Hmm.
So he has the axe and Constance is yelling and screaming. He's like, "Are you hurt?" And she said, "I'm they're hurting my house, so they're hurting me. They're brats, like they're vandals. So I need to get rid of them." And he's like, "I promise you, I'm never gonna let anybody hurt you. They're just kids. They're not trying to hurt you. They're just being dumb kids."
Hmm.
But they keep throwing eggs and like without even really thinking, she grabs the axe and she's just gonna start running. But he grabs her. He's like, "No, Constance, don't." Um, but then they get tangled up and she gets twisted. She starts tripping. She trips over the foundation of the house and she tries to grab anything for stability and she pulls the handle of the cement machine that's right above the ledge because they're going to pour the
They're pouring the
foundations.
foundation. So she wildly grabs onto it, pulls it, lands on the ground, and the cement pours on top of her. So she's been encased in the house the whole time for 45 years.
And he said, I finished the house at it's what she would have wanted.
Hmm.
She died, but she
But she
never
didn't
left.
leave.
That's spooky. That's
Yes,
spooky.
and spooky.
Mhm. Yep. 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 And then we realize he says every year on Halloween, around Halloween, she would start taking stuff. She would take anybody that came near. I had to take precautions. So he started putting up signs. He started putting up things that stay away, keep out. He started being mean to make
Hmm.
sure that nobody would want everybody be scared of him. No one would want to go into his lawn. Everybody would they'd be like, they'd have their stuff in there. They'd be like, okay, well, stuff is gone. I'm not gonna risk going out there.
Hmm.
Like, I don't want to get yelled at or picked up and thrown around by old man Nevercracker.
And you know what?
Um,
He didn't build a fence that whole time, which is odd.
the whole time.
45 years, he could have put up a gate. You know?
It's so funny. Although I guess that way the vacuum cleaner dummy wouldn't have worked.
Oh, because they'd have to open the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mhm, and
that's
maybe it would
true.
have got caught on the cord. So,
Yeah.
but
So,
it's
all's
so
well.
never a fence.
Never a
Trike girl
fence.
wouldn't have got caught in the grass. She wouldn't have ridden on your lawn accidentally if you'd had a fence.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
And
he
then
was too
like
busy watching to
the
actually start
beware
building
and
more.
keep out signs like could easily go on a fence. Because like
They
he's
could.
taking them into the grass, but she can eat stuff, she can absorb stuff from the grass.
Yeah, which she does. She absorbs the keep out and beware signs
Hmm.
from the yard or later in the movie. Like, I love this moment so much because he's not a mean, nasty person. He actually cares so much. He
Yeah.
loved his wife. He loves his wife. He wanted to take care of her. He got her out of a nasty, horrible situation, and he wanted to take care of the kids. He didn't want her to hurt them, and he doesn't want her to hurt anybody now. So he has to take precautions. He has to keep people away from the yard so she doesn't like he's trying to protect both of them at the same time because he
Yeah.
doesn't want the kids to get hurt, but he also doesn't want her to be guilty of hurting someone else. Um, and like I love this reveal so much because his character doesn't really change all that much. Like you see him at the beginning when he's being nasty, he's not really being nasty. He's scared. He
Yeah.
says, "Do you want to get eaten alive? No, you have to stay away. Like stay off my lawn. You are in danger." Is
Yeah.
basically what he's trying to communicate. Um, like it's not like a
But
totally
when
out
you're
of
a
left
kid,
field twist
you're like
reveal.
this little toddler like riding her tricycle and
Yes,
you want to get eaten alive and assume he's threatening
he's
to
gonna
eat you.
eat you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Hence
I
the
love it so
rumors
much because the
of, oh,
character
she needs to
change
be married, but he ate her.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Love it. It makes sense. It doesn't come out of left field.
Yeah.
They put in enough information to like they were planning for this,
Yeah.
and it shows. You could have picked up on it from the beginning if you like really needed to. He's coming home and he's like, "Honey, you look like your shingles are all ruffled and your windows are all cracked. We need to take care of you. We need to fix this." But at the
Mhm.
same time, he's laying down and he's picking up a box of explosives. He's trying to be like, "Whoa, girl. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa,
Easy,
whoa, whoa,
easy,
whoa.
easy."
Yeah.
Okay, 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 okay. I like this moment too. DJ runs up, he grabs him again. He's like, "No, Nevercracker, you spent all this time taking care of us. It's our turn to protect you. We're keeping you safe. You can't go back home. It's not safe." So
Mhm.
they start running. They're like, "Perfect. Yeah, it's a house. You can't get us from here. What are you gonna do? We're across the yard."
What is it gonna do? Grow legs and walk? Maybe. And then what? And
What
also
are you
the
gonna
whole
do?
time it's Halloween night in the suburbs, and they're the only people in the world again, still.
Their neighborhood is completely empty.
Yeah.
There's nobody there.
There's nobody there. And again, like at prime trick-or-treating time.
It's just barely getting dark.
It's barely getting dark, so
Perfect.
like the little kids can still go out because it's not too dark. Like it's like the time that people go trick-or-treating. But
Yeah.
no, there's
Hmm.
nobody there. And so the
No,
house
it's
is like,
deserted.
I'm gonna come to life.
What
Okay.
are you gonna do about that?
Mhm.
Yeah, trees are my leg arms now.
Sure. Why not? Hmm.
Yeah. So it starts chasing him. And now the house can move, but you gotta go. You gotta run.
Yeah. They're like,
But the thing
uh-oh.
is Nevercracker's so old and he just got out of the hospital, so he can't run that fast. So he like hides while the kids are running, and then they make it into the abandoned development lot that's
Hmm.
behind their houses, which I think we forgot to mention, but there's a huge, they drained the
Yeah,
lake.
we did. They drained the lake and they're gonna develop stuff there, and Chowder likes to go
Mhm.
there at night and turn on the tractors.
What are
Which was
they gonna
gonna be
do
my
with that
answer
thing, by
for
the way?
T. Tractor.
That's good. How are they gonna fill all that in? What are they gonna do?
Uh, Monster House
Mystery.
2.
Sequel announced in 2025.
Like everybody wanted.
So the kids go into the development lot and then Nebuchadnezzar stays behind and he grabs his stick of dynamite and a match. And he says, it's like I'm clearly in an emotional state of mind right now because this did I
Because
was
it's the
crying at
series
work
anniversary.
because it was a series anniversary. It's very
Yeah.
somber. I was going through a lot emotionally. So I was crying watching Monster House at work,
As one does.
as you do. Because he's just like stroking her. Say, "I've always done what's best for you. I've never let anybody hurt you. I have done a bad thing in letting you go on hurting other people all this time. Can't do this anymore. We have to end this." And then he strikes a match and goes to light the dynamite and he whispers, "Please let this be the right thing to do." And Constance grabs him with her tree arm.
Did it get
Yeah.
exploded?
Yeah.
And so she doesn't get
So
exploded then because
no.
he drops the just he can't do it. He gets
Yeah.
not he doesn't get eated, but he
No,
gets
he doesn't.
singed.
He does. Yeah. So he gives the dynamite to DJ. It says, "Please do this for me." I love that because in the movie it makes sense and it's good. But if you look at it out of context, it is just a 90-year-old man giving stick of dynamite
Yeah.
to a 12-year-old.
Yeah. Awesome.
And that's sick.
Here,
So
kid, you
they
do it. And he's like, I
they lure
want
the
liberty.
so the S would explode everywhere. So they lower the house down into the bottom of the lake And DJ's flying around on a giant crane string, and they light the dynamite, and he times it perfectly so he flies over the chimney, and then he throws the dynamite down into the chimney, and then it explodes.
He climbs up onto a crane. Jenny gives him
Yeah,
a kiss for good luck. And again, they're 12.
yeah.
He was
But
like,
it
crawl,
is
crawl,
kind
crawl,
of
crawl, crawl. And then he like is trying to throw it. He can't. She has it. He's like swinging on the thing, and he's like, "Throw it to me!" She l throws a lit bundle of dynamite at him, and he happens to catch it, and then angle it just right that he can throw it down the chimney.
so why did he have to light it? Because there's smoke coming out of the chimney. It's on
It's
fire.
already on fire.
You
Hmm.
could have just thrown it in there.
Yeah,
But I like it because
they're not taking
it's
any
really
chances
easy to
though.
track visually.
Hmm. Yeah,
It's lit
because it's
around the
nighttime.
screen
Remember, it's
because
Halloween
it's nighttime.
nighttime.
It's out. Yeah. Mhm. And the house explodes.
Explodes. Yeah.
The three of the kids find each other, and then they're like, "Wait, where's Mr. Nevercracker?" And they see him off in the distance, and he's dancing with the ghost of Constance.
Yay.
And she grabs his hand, and she wisps, and then he falls to his knees, and you think, he's sobbing, he's heartbroken, and DJ goes up to him, and he says, "I'm sorry about your house, your wife,
Wife, your housewife.
your house."
Very funny, and it's like almost where you're like, did they write the whole movie? Just because housewife sounds like a house that's a wife. But anyway, then Nutcracker isn't like sobbing, he's like rejoicing.
Yeah, 45 years.
45
We've
years
been
we've been
trapped.
trapped, and now we're free.
We're free. Thank you all. And he's like giddy. He's grabbing them, and then they go back to his house. It's just the foundations with all the stuff in there. And they have a line all the way out to the sidewalk of people like coming to reclaim their stuff. And he's fixing it as he's handing it back up. Mr. Nevercracker, even with his arm in the cast. Like they the girl from the beginning, she gets her trike back,
Hmm.
and it's just dandy. It's lovely. And Jenny's mom finally comes and picks her up. Then DJ's parents come home, and him and Chowder are chilling in the driveway. Chowder finally got his ball back.
And this has been a thing the whole movie. He's like they'll be like sneaky and about to win or escape or something, and then he'll be like, "Wait, my ball!" You're like, "Stop it!" It's
Stupid.
literally so stupid. But also like, so the parents come home and the kids are like have just been to hell and back, so they're quite
Mhm.
like covered in mud and sweat and whatever. And the mom's like, "Don't tell me, don't tell me, dirty pirates." And they're like, "You got it,"
Yeah.
which is actually funny.
It's
Dirty
really
pirate.
good.
Like I was like, should I be dirty pirate for Halloween and just be like caked in mud?
He's purple. But yeah, it's so funny. And Chowder does have soot on his face, like just on the lower half.
Oh
So it
yeah,
does look
that's
like a
true. He
beard.
comes out of the explosion with a perfect beard, which is
This
awesome.
this might be my favorite movie because he goes to throw his basketball at the hoop, and it wedges perfectly between the backboard and the hoop. And it's stuck. And they both like neither of them react. They just
They're
look
like,
at it like,
well,
"Mm."
anyway, I guess we're not too old for trick-or-treating for one more year. We'll go out trick-or-treating. And this was actually the second of my two notes. It was about like it is really sweet that he returns all the toys and like fixes them up and whatever. It's also hilarious to bring your kid trick-or-treating to a smoldering crater. Like nobody's like, how did this happen? They're just like, finally, it's that one. I can see it. Like it's so funny. There's no one in sight for the whole movie. And then finally at the end, they're trick-or-treating at a at a exploded house.
So it's so funny. And then just before the credits roll, we see Bones crawl up from the rubble.
Uh-oh. Monster House 2. Bones return.
Literally, that could be something.
Hmm.
Now, I did read somewhere that they had to have the Eated characters come back to life at the end so that it could keep its PG rating.
Uh-huh.
And I thought that it could have kept everybody who died and got eaten, except for a dog. There was a dog that got eaten.
Hmm.
And I think maybe that they
We
could
need to
have
see the
brought the
dog
dog
come back
back.
for sure. Yeah.
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 But who cares if Bones comes back? The cops? Literally, no one reacted. Okay, I'm back. Hi. Are you on your phone? Are you slacking? Seriously? We're in the middle of a job. Can you be a little
Yeah.
bit more professional?
I could be a little more, I could be a little less.
Oh my gosh, there's a bleach stain on this shirt, on this pillowcase, but hold on, look, it's in the letter B.
Whoa.
Really makes you think.
Yeah. They don't want you to see that.
We don't hide from the truth.
Yeah.
There were a few things that I was going to mention about this movie.
Okay.
I sent you a few of them.
Is-
John Hader, on the first day on set, he tripped over wiring and he broke his ankle.
Awesome.
So that was really good. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, Monster House takes place between 1938 and 1983.
Takes
I still think that they could have worded it better, but
takes place. I understand. Because I thought
yeah.
that you said that they said was made. I was like, okay.
And I think what I meant and what I thought they said was Monster House was set between these years, as in like it could have taken place at any point between these two
Right.
years.
And you're like,
Yeah.
they're pretty different though. Did kids have home phones in their bedrooms in 1935?
Um, and then okay, I think did I send you the other two things that I got from IMDb?
Let's see. Co-writer Dan Harmon responded to a
Yeah.
Tumblr post. Yeah,
Yes, that's it.
that's
Um,
crazy.
if you could include these on the screen while I talk about them,
Sure.
because I just would like it on the record. I don't like Dan Harmon. Almost every single thing I hear from him makes me like him less. He's done
Hmm.
some pretty incredible things, like Community. That show rocks.
Yeah.
This movie, it rips. Um, but every single thing I hear about his personality or the way that he interacts with people, the world around him, and his attitude, he just sounds like a grade A jackass, and
Yeah.
I don't like him one bit. So
Yeah.
this whole like statement, a girl a little girl was saying that the movie scared her, it gave her nightmares, and Dan Harmon basically responded saying, "Oh, well, I started writing it, but I didn't get to finish it because mean old nasty Spielberg took it from me. So I'm sorry his version made you cry. That's not what mine would have been."
Right.
And I don't like that for a bunch of different reasons because screenplays always end up differently from their first
Right.
draft. That's just how
That's just
movies
that's how
work.
writing works.
Yeah. And you can't say you started writing it and they finished it like this isn't what I meant for it to
They
be. Like
finished it
then
for
you
you.
would have finished writing it.
Right.
Why did you only start writing it then? What?
Right.
Um, and I also don't like that he's like, I never even met Steven Spielberg. So why are you saying that I was mean to him? Like, I've never even met the guy, okay? You're still like, dude, you're being so disrespectful right now.
And also, like, I started it, but Steven Spielberg's the one who ruined it, as if he's not Steven Spielberg.
I just think he's like, I don't know if he's just rubbing me the wrong way tonight, but like that just really got on my nerves. Like,
Hmm.
why are you can is he, and he did this with season 4 of Community too. He went out of his way to point out that it wasn't how he would have done it, and
Right.
therefore it's shitty. I watched Community all the way through, and I didn't even know until after I looked it up that season 4 was done by different showrunners.
Right.
But he's so pedantic and like arrogant that he's like, oh, it's my loving homage versus their tacky ripoff.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, that feels like everything he does. He just grates on me. Um, and then he's like, well, I just wanted to apologize to a child for having a part in a movie that made her have nightmares. You're not saying that you want children to have nightmares, do you, Steven?
It's a
Eat a
scary
dick.
movie, though.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fine.
the
And kids will
point.
have nightmares over anything.
Yeah, that's true. Like, Yeah. So then the next comment that I sent you
Hmm.
was I don't know for sure, but it feels like a response to what Dan Harmon said. Is that I think that it's really healthy for kids to have outlets where they can feel scared in a safe space, which I
Yeah.
think is similar to what the unknown author of Coraline said once,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. I think
Yeah.
so.
I wish we knew who
Unfortunately,
that
their
guy
identity
was.
has been lost to time, but
Yeah.
I do think
That's
that
so
they
sad.
said like, yeah, yeah, it's important for kids to be able to like explore these kind of emotions and like ways of life without, because what's the alternative? A kid learns how to be scared by being in an unsafe environment in real life.
Yeah.
Rather not.
And they don't have any examples of kids seeing something scary and saying, okay, I guess I can handle it, and thinking no adult is ever going to understand this
Right.
and learning how to do it on your own.
Hmm. Okay.
I don't know. I just, and I totally agree with that. We were talking about scary movies earlier today because it's Halloween, and they were like, no kid should ever watch Coraline. I was like, hard disagree. If you guys have kids, I'm breaking into your house and I'm watching Coraline with them. Like
Mhm.
I'm watching scary movies with them. They need to be able to have that like
It's
catharsis.
also like a kid's movie. Do you know what I mean? Like no kid should ever
Yes.
watch a movie that was made for them. I don't know.
Like
Like
it's
there's a lot
so
of scary movies
pandering.
that kids shouldn't watch because they're
Yeah.
made for adults.
Yeah.
But that's not like any movie that is a little bit uncomfortable is morally bad and should be kept away from children. It's never
Hmm.
been the case.
And like this movie, I feel like it's a really good kind of spooky. That's a lot of tension. There's enough ghosty things. There's enough kind of jump scares.
Yeah,
When I was watching it as a kid, I was like, ooh, spooky.
right.
Um, and as an adult, there's enough tension that you're like, you're gripped. I think it's a really good balance. And
Hmm.
I again, I just think it's healthy. I think it's good. I think movies are a way to explore all those different emotions. It's what's the word for drugs?
Vicariously.
Microdose.
Oh, microdose. I
Ah,
see.
yeah,
That too.
that too. Anyway, I just liked that the person who ended up making the movie has a better attitude about it than the person who mysteriously didn't end up making the movie.
Weird.
And I just wonder how that's just interesting to
It's
me.
so interesting how like Steven Spielberg, I feel like is known for something. Oh, what is it? Oh, so we even talked about it recently. There's like a movie with like children and it's like kind of
Mhm.
spooky and but it's like really kind of a comfort movie because it understands children. Oh, I don't know.
Jaws?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is a
that's
kid's
it.
movie.
That's it. Yeah. It really bugged me.
Hmm.
Like,
But just that attitude of like, I couldn't have done something wrong. So if you didn't like something that I had a part in making, it's because you liked all my parts and you didn't like the other guy.
exactly. It was
It's
some
like
other guy.
maybe you could be accountable for things, or you could just say, it literally doesn't matter. It's a monster movie. It's supposed to be scary.
If
So
your
like
kid had
what
nightmares, maybe she just can't handle movies that are this level of freaky yet.
right. And
Maybe
that's
she should
fine.
stick to Scooby-Doo. Yeah, that's okay. Just be aware that
And
your
it's
kid
just
can't
like
handle
that's like
these.
a lesson for the child and parent to learn. And they say,
Hmm.
"Oh, this one was too scary. Let's do something else." Like, do you know that Sesame Street book, The Monster at the End of the Book?
No, I don't.
It's a
I.
little, I mean, it's for toddlers, and it
Hmm.
has like it's Grover from Sesame Street, and he's like, "I'm warning you, don't go any further. There's a monster at the end of the book." So the whole time you're like, "Oh, what's the monster gonna be?" The old version is just pictures. The new version has textures. So it's a good like read along book for kids because they can be like, "Oh, this is a brick wall and it feels rough, and this
It's
is
good.
a
That's
animal and
really
it feels
good.
soft." But the conceit of the book is that at the end, the monster at the end is just Grover, who's been with you the whole time. So you like didn't have to be scared because it's a book for babies
Aw.
and children. It's a Sesame Street book with textures for children. But like even that, my parents bought that for my brother when he was little, and it freaked him out. He was like, "There's a monster at the end," and so they were like, "You know what? We'll wait." They hid it in the closet. He
Hmm.
forgot about it, and then the next year, when he was a little older, they brought it out again, and he was like, "This book rocks." It's so funny because you think it's going to be scary and then it's not at the end. Like, so I think it's
Yeah,
just like
baby.
they watch a movie that's too scary and now you know that that's too scary and you need to go back a year. And
Yeah.
then when they're ready, they can watch Monster House again and be like, "Oh, this is like kind of a fun movie," instead of
Yeah.
having nightmares about it. So it's just like a learning experience and it doesn't have to be like, "Oh no, oh, I made my monster movie for children, scare children." Yeah, man, like what were you making the movie for if not that?
Yeah, that's the point. The
So I
kids
feel
are
like
braver than you think.
it's up to
Stop
the kid and the
pandering.
parent, not up to you to like make a movie that's gonna somehow appease every child.
Yeah.
Just make the
Yup.
movie, and then kids will like it or not like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dumbass.
interesting.
I watched a video the other day of John Cena. I think I
Mhm.
really like him.
He seems cool.
He does. He seems really chill.
Hmm.
He seems like if Dwayne The Rock Johnson
Was
were
better.
like was better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I think actually one of the comments said something like that. Like John Cena has said he got so much inspiration from Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and yet he's poised to like overtake him in every way. And I'm like, yeah, go John Cena.
Yeah.
Um, but like he was talking about how he was at dinner with his wife, and someone came up and was like trying to talk to him about his work, and he was like, honest, it was kind of frustrating. I was having dinner with my wife. It was like it was supposed to be just a romantic evening, and I responded in a way that I really didn't like. So I went over later and I tried to find them so I could pay for their dinner and apologize.
Hmm.
And that wasn't really the point of the story, but he had to it was the context, so he had to set it up to do this.
Right.
Um, it's just a really sweet moment where he like not only like admitted out loud, he's like, I responded in a way that I did not like. I was not proud of that.
Right.
I wanted to take steps to fix it. And that he knew that immediately within like the 20 minutes after it happened. And he's like,
Right.
that's not really what I want to be. That's not the guy that I want to be. Um,
Right. You don't want to be that guy that like people really admire until they meet them and then they're like, oh,
yeah,
kind of a jerk actually.
don't meet
Never
your
meet your
heroes.
heroes. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, anyway, that's not really related, but like it reminded me, like you just like you don't have to always redirect.
Right.
Just
Like
be
I'm
like,
the good guy and the main character. So that means everybody
yeah,
else is the bad guy.
yeah,
And they're
exactly.
messing up my good things that I'm doing. Or it's not
Yeah.
that deep and it's a monster movie for kids, you know?
hmm Yeah. And it's a silly sitcom
Hmm.
for, people at a community college. Season 4 is not that bad, Dan Harmon. I know you're watching, okay?
Yeah.
I know you're the one leaving all the hate comments.
Too much banter. Get back to the movie.
Yeah. But I think that's all that I wanted to say about it.
I mean, I got through my 2 points, so I'm good
Yeah,
as
I
well.
got through my 3 points.
Awesome.
5 points altogether. Let's go. That makes a high five.